I think that having a structured meal plan in your life is extremely, extremely underhyped, undervalued, overlooked. Sporadic eating, random meal times, and it leads to winging it more. And I think that having a structured meal plan and coming up with a variety of meals that you're going to have throughout the week even, and knowing what's coming up, being planned in that fashion, is extremely beneficial. And if you add, so like in coaching groups and things that I'm in, I like to teach, so like adding tools to your toolbox, or adding, tools to your arsenal here. And it's having all of these different ideas and taking from them, and having a variety of options that you can plug and play into a structured meal plan. But knowing what you're doing in advance and having a meal plan, I think, is extremely, extremely underrated.
Meal planning and prepping is underhyped, but I do want to just make a comment about how a lot of people's connotation of meal prepping is hours spent on the weekend cooking for the entire week, living out of Tupperware containers, having leftovers, dried chicken by Thursday because it went bad on Wednesday, and a lot of extra work on their free time on the weekends. And I think that's what turns a lot of people away from meal prepping, myself included, because I fell into that category when I first started meal planning. It was create my Tupperware meals for the entire week. It was fantastic during the week because you never had to cook. Just pop that bad boy in the microwave, good to go. But the work on the weekend gets tiring after a while. You don't really want to do it. So I have 2 pieces of advice to improve meal planning so we can get more people doing it, so it becomes more baby bears porridge height. The first is with minimizing variety. I'm a little bit extreme. I can eat the same thing every single meal, every single day, and I have done so for the past year and a half, and still get excited about it every single day. Mm-hmm. But not everyone's as crazy as me. So, at the very least, minimizing variety can make the meal planning and prepping so much easier, because you don't have to buy a million different ingredients. You don't have to cook a million different things. You can make bigger batches of stuff. You can generally make it easier when you have a schedule, and when you know what you're expecting to eat, it's easier to stay on that plan and not go off on the rails to get takeout or anything else like that. But in connection with that, simplifying your recipes so that your meals are easy. So the tuna comes in handy here because that's very easy. Almost any recipe you use it in is going to be super easy. And here's why that's important, because if you couple that with minimizing your variety, if you minimize your variety and you make your recipe super, super easy and simple, you may not have to prep your food for an entire week. Again, I'm not very picky. I eat the same thing every day. I cook all of my meals right before I eat them, but they're so simple, like an egg white omelet or sandwiches or canned chicken, or I'll bake chicken or something like that, that it's really not a lot of work to just do it right then and there and have it fresh. And before, it was easy to say I work from home, so I have access to my kitchen all day. Sure, that gives me a leg up, but in today's post-COVID world, that's even the playing field a lot. A lot of people are working from home. They also have access to the kitchen all day. So I think that if they can simplify the recipes, they can minimize their variety, and they can create a plan for themselves, they can probably find a way to have really easy to put together, really healthy meals that keep them on track